Shares of casino operator Penn National Gaming have been underperforming the broader market over the past year, but the company is rolling the dice on a new CEO, hoping he can help deal investors a winning hand. Let's get to Contessa Brewer live in Las Vegas with Penn National's incoming chief, Jay Snowden. Contessa.
Melissa, thank you. Yeah, Jay, you're joining me today on the heels of some really incredible news on the Las Vegas Strip, the sale of the Bellagio for $4.25 billion, MGM Resorts to Blackstone. They'll rent the property. I know you're coming into the job in January thinking that your Las Vegas Strip property is also undervalued. Tell me about the Tropicana and what your plans are.
Yeah, sure. So quick background. We've been a very acquisitive company over the last 18 months, having acquired Pinnacle Entertainment about a year ago, the Margaritaville Resort in Bossier City, Louisiana in January, and Greektown Casino in Detroit in May. And so we now have 40 properties across 19 states, 40 of the most quality regional assets in the country, but we also levered up for those transactions. And so our priority right now over the next 18 months is to delever our balance sheet. We're about lease-adjusted net debt ratio of 5.7, 5.8. We want to get that down to 5 times by the end of 2020. One of the things that we're considering right now, besides deploying our free cash flow to pay down debt, is also we have assets that have underlying value in our portfolio today. Tropicana being one of those, where if you look at the land value, land transactions in Las Vegas have been going for between $10 and $15 million an acre over the last 6 months, a couple of which were announced yesterday. And our property today is only trading on a multiple of EBITDA. So there's land value there. We're exploring what we might be able to do to extract the value and accelerate this debt pay down story between now and the end of the year.
Are you considering an outright sale, or would you consider what you've done in the past, selling the land under the casino to a REIT, but continuing to operate it?
We're looking at a number of potential options. We would not consider the REIT option for this particular piece of land at Tropicana because the land value today is very valuable for some potential non-traditional gaming investors. So we're talking to a number of potential buyers of land and or all of the land that are looking at this as a retail cap rate opportunity or a condo hotel or an entertainment opportunity.
I got to ask you about mobile betting and sports betting because it's the talk of the Global Gaming Conference. How important is this for Penn's future?
Well, I mentioned earlier, we are now in 19 states across the country, so we have the broadest footprint of any regional gaming company in the U.S. And one of the ways that we're able to take advantage of that, sports betting is now legal in 20 states and launched in 13. We are live in 6 states with 14 sports books, but we have an opportunity to be live over the course of the next 12 months, potentially in upwards of 12 to 14 states.
Does scale matter?
Scale does matter because the more sports books you have, the more you have an opportunity to leverage all of the technology that you've made, the investments that you've made, and we have an opportunity not just brick and mortar, but also to consider online capabilities and digital capabilities. And because we're in 19 states, we have access to this opportunity across the country.
You have big shoes to fill, taking over for Tim Wilmot when you come in January. Thank you so much for spending a few minutes with us. Appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.
Melissa?
All right, Contessa, thank you. Contessa Brewer with Jay Snowden. Let's trade this favorite pick in Vegas. Pete.
Win. I look at all these. I own a couple of different ones. I have Las Vegas Sands. I have Win as well. But I think, and I have got some MGM calls. But I like Win just because I think that there's still something about the trade war, China, Macau, all of that. I think that's the best name.
I agree, Win. I mean, if you look, it's traded between like sort of 105 and 150 or so, so you're probably on the lower end of the range. But in terms of Penn, real quick, they report, I believe, on Halloween, which is, as you know, one of my favorite holidays.
Is it? Are you going to wear a costume?
Boo, by the way, huh?
Will you wear a costume?
If you want me to, I absolutely will. On air.
So.
For the last half of the show.
Everybody here is nodding, right?
Fine with me. I mean, I'll ratchet that up, man. Is it? Well, I don't know when is Halloween.
Like a Thursday.
It's on the 31st.
It's a weekday.
Okay, no, I don't know. I have it in front of me. I'm not Rain Man.
And
Penn got to. It's 2019.
Yeah, you got to give me a break.
One thing at
and
a
I was
time.
on a railroad train. 10.5% short interest. Valuation is reasonable. New CEO coming in. He tells a good story. I think you own Penn into earnings at the end of the month.